Everybody and their cousins out. Coming toward the end, I just thought I'd come on for a few. I'd like to welcome the 5 billion people that are here supporting me. I hope and pray that everything's going well for every single one of you. We've been at it for... How long have we been at it? I don't know. We started at 12:59, just about 1 o'clock. And we're just trying to use it or lose it. Yes. So we out here trying to use it. In other words, we're trying to take a walk, get it in. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a certain set thing as far as walking. Some people challenge themselves to walk every day, weigh themselves before the 30 days and then after to see how they did. Well, this is my 4th day, but I didn't do it every day. I skipped yesterday. We're on day 4, and we're going uphill. This is the fun part. It's easier coming downhill, but going uphill burns a few more calories. Are you just swiping through YouTube, you're bored, and you happened upon a live with a couple of feet? You're looking at some very old feet. You see the title, the name of my channel, Grandma. Yeah. Well, let me move it. I gotta cross. Cars coming. But yeah, this is the Grandma channel. Most of the cars around here look like that. I'm telling you. It could be a light colored one, a darker one, a black one. They all look like that. Everybody's got the same shaped car with black and not darkened windows, blackened windows. You can't see who's driving. I don't like that. I'm like, wait a minute. And I don't know what the laws are around here. I understand that you want the windows dark for the summer, but I'm telling you, a large percentage of people here have blackened windows. Not darkened, not tinted. And I find that to be kind of weird. Like, why are you hiding? But to each his own. Everybody has reasons. Maybe they came from Florida. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Ooh, work your way through the... Work your way through the 4 million people that are here. I'd like to thank the 4 million people in the chat, the 5 million people in the chat, and 2 million of you gave me a thumbs up. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm tired. I wore the wrong pants. These pants are made of nylon, and it's like 80 degrees, it feels like. My friend. Woo. Most people, including me, you give up on walking after about a week. About a week. They give up on an exercise plan in about a week. I gotta look back and see what day I started. Been 4 days of doing this. Yes, Grandpa. Grandpa dog. But yes, I don't see anybody coming. I don't know why you're sitting there. Yeah, I'll talk to a stranger in a minute. You're sitting there. Yep. If you're sitting there at the light and there's nobody coming and you're just still sitting there, I'm looking at you like, what you doing? What you doing? Yeah. Oh, I'm quick. As I say, why are you still sitting there? Ain't no cars coming. I know you're not looking in my old raggedy direction, but if you're thinking anything, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna get you. Oh, yes, ma'am, I'll get you. Sorry to be so positive, but I don't trust anybody. My son told me, be extra careful when you're walking, Ma. Look around when you're... I said, I'm good, son. Ain't nobody interested in messing with an old person. I'm too much trouble. First of all, you're going to have to pick me up, all 188 pounds of me. You're going to have to pick me up because I ain't going willingly. So, yep. It was really quiet, right? And it seemed like every time I get out here they come. I know it's a coincidence, but sometimes you get paranoid. The word of the day is hot. And I'm sure in many of the areas that you live, if you're in the United States, it's probably hot. I have to get in the shower. I'm sweating, which is a good thing, About time I broke a sweat. Ooh. I'm gonna have to rethink my wardrobe. I know one doggone thing. Unless it's 70 degrees, I'm not wearing these stretchy pants again. Told you, stretchy pants for me, I'm sweating like a, you know what? Feel like I'm wearing a glad trash bag on my legs. That's what it feels like. Why is everything so plasticky now? The best thing to wear when you're walking, and it's cotton, C-O-T-T-O-N, or a breathable stretch material. Anything loose-fitting and comfortable is the best thing to wear, my beloved. Because you're going to be moving, and you're going to be sweating, and there's nothing worse than having something that's clinging to your leg and made of nylon. So yes, it feels like I got on a Glad trash bag around my legs. I didn't want to keep you long, which is why I didn't elect to come in. The reason why I came on is to encourage that one person, to let them know that if they decided to come along with me on the walking journey, I'm right with you. And I'm just here for one person to encourage you not to give up. And I do believe that's a fact. After about a week, any diet or any kind of change that a person's trying to make, they usually give up after about a week. And they go right back. Can we have a moment? You know how we used to do back in North Carolina? We would stop on our walk and have a flower moment. My friend. You can always manage, even in the city, to find something pretty. This right here, see how dry that is? It's been like this for years. There's a house next to it, and they don't do anything with it. It's all sandy. They're gonna have to dig back and pull back layers of sand and then put a good topsoil before grass can grow in that thing. But that's been dry. What have I been here, about 6 years now, something like that? Signed my paperwork in 2018 or 2019. And that corner has been dry as the desert for all those years and probably before that. I'm always curious as to what the street looked like in the 60s. I'm gonna have to do some searching around online and find out. All right, let's check on my roses. Oh, this breeze. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the breeze. I could have used it when I was walking, but it's okay. I'll take it now. I won't complain. Complaining does nothing but temporarily make you feel a little bit better. Well, okay, those are kind of spent looking. Okay, that one looks pretty. We got some more. I cut it all the way to the ground. They're really pretty. Whoever lived here before, they're called it's like a climbing vine. And these are the little buds. That's kind of like the stages. The stages would be like this. And then your next stage, it starts to open up slightly. And then your next stage, ta-da! Yeah. That's the new growth. Yeah, I cut her all the way to the ground. And when you come up, don't forget. And don't forget, this is you. This is you. Every single one of you. Oh, yes, indeed. Good morning, sweetie. Or good afternoon, or it's our morning. That's my neighbor. That's Miss. Yes, ma'am. I have no idea what she said. I just said yes, ma'am, but I don't know what she said. Ever do that? Just kind of nod. Somebody's talking, but you don't know what they said. No disrespect, but it's like, ma'am, I just walked for over 30 minutes. My back is going, sit down. I love you. I was praying for her last night, as a matter of fact. I pray for all of y'all. Well, I think that, hold on. I want to see something, because it doesn't look very good over here. Please understand if you can not stay for the entire broadcast. I'm only going to be on for a little bit longer. Now, you see that one? You see that one? For the most part, that's crispity crunchy. That's a weed. My thumb is not green, as most of you know. But that's been sitting there, and I don't think we're making much progress with this. It looks like we're going to lose this one. I mean, it's still green. I'll leave it alone. But that's not a good sign to me. I mean, crispity crunchy. Crispity crunchy, my friend. It seems like this side isn't doing. It's kind of weird. That half of the planter box with that in it looks good. This half, not so much. And that one's right in the middle. It seems like the ones with the flowers possibly may be ones that give us some potatoes. So I think that what we're going to do is I'm going to sacrifice somebody. This is going to be the sacrificed plant. Why? Because I got a tomato plant over here. I got a tomato plant right there that needs to go in, and I think that this is where it should go. It'll have a pretty fair diameter. So, oh, look at this. I stand corrected. Look at this. Look at this. Looky. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, living for Jesus. Did you see this? I'm outside. The boo-boo's in the house. Oh, my good. Did you see that? Oh, my goodness. I stand corrected. Oh, we got to put you back in. Yes. Can you believe it? I'm sorry, little plant. I talk bad about you. We got potatoes, everybody. How about that? How about that? You saw it. Let me, yeah. Oh, I stuck that right back in the ground. You saw me. Oh, yes, indeed. You saw that little itty bitty little potato? Joshua, did you see that? Don't tell anybody that I pulled the potato plant up early, like an idiot, and then shoved it back in there like I never did that. Oh, I'm exhausted, but we keep going. Last night was kind of rough on a grandma. Oh, the devil came a-calling last night. Oh, yes, indeed, it was rough. But you know, when you get on the air and expose the devil, oh, guess what kind of a night some of us have? Not too good. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Wait a minute. The mist. Shower. Okay. Shower. All right. There you go. That's better. I can hardly believe it. I actually have a baby potato over there. Well, I guess I'll say my thumb is lime green. It ain't all the way green, but it's lime green. How about that? That's hilarious. Taters. Taters, Nez lover. Yeah, I'm sorry, this stuff gets dry pretty quick. But that's just my little planter box. I don't have nothing, you know what I mean? See, I didn't pick it up. I gotta wait. In about 3 weeks, that blue thing right there is gonna have a plant in it, and there's another one. But for now, we're gonna just do what we're doing. See, if you live in a tiny apartment, you can have a little garden. Look at me with this itty bitty little box. Hold on, I just gotta, oh, wait a minute. Goodness, good golly jeepers. Excuse me a second. Oh yeah, we got potato. See, that's what I mean. Now you actually got to see that live and in person. Yeah, when a potato plant starts to die, when it completely gets brown, your taters are ready. You should hear the microwave sound, beep, 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 in the background. If I can keep the camera on the water, that would be nice instead of yip-yapping. So you see we have like a golden, those are golden taters. I forget what you call those. But I think that the ones with the purple flowers are red potatoes. There's the pepper plant that we bought, and there's the tomato plant. It's gotten huge. That tomato plant's gotten huge, and I got to get some soil. So those are going to be allegedly itty bitty little peppers, and that's going to be Miss Tomato. So that's not bad. A few little red hot peppers, some cherry tomatoes, and some potatoes. And I have that pot right there. I got one over there that's rectangle shape over there. And you can, like many of us have said, you can just get a garbage bag. You can get a garbage bag. Yes, you can. You can put a paper bag inside of a garbage bag and put dirt in it, soil in it, and you can grow plants. You can grow a tomato plant. I've seen a video where the person had about 5 or 6 bags. They grew potatoes in bags. So if you have a little apartment and you've got a little stoop, excuse me, you can do that. Look at me with my goofy self. With this little box. This box is here when I got here. Well, it's not that big. I would say about 1, 2. It's about 4 by 4. It looks to be about 4 feet by 4 feet. Yeah. It's kind of falling apart. Well, we'll keep going with it. Let me tell y'all something. If I can grow a potato, which is an absolute miracle, guess what you can do? Guess what you can do? And sister is right. I definitely have to get the soil because these are falling over and they need to be mounded up. I got to do that. I mean, the potatoes will grow even if those are laying to the side as long as I'm watering it. but mounding them up. In other words, you see how tall this is? I would have to put some soil up here and kind of put like a little mound of dirt with the potato plant sticking out of it. Like, this is tall. Let's see, that's tall. It's just leaning over. So I don't have a lot of soil. We'll figure it out. I could probably put it in the cage. Wait a minute. I gotta hold you with one hand though, so. But yeah. So we're gonna be on for probably another 5 minutes and exit. I don't want to keep y'all along with the grandma channel. I should rename this the grandma channel, really. But they're doing pretty good. I'm in shock that the potato is actually there. I pulled it up, thought, well, I'll just put the tomato over here, and the plant said, not so fast. Not so, lady, you're uncovering my nakedness, showing all my potatoes before I'm ready. Yeah, we got that little brown looking spot there, that one. There's potatoes. Gotta move you out the way. There's potatoes under there. We pulled out one little bitty. Oh yes, indeed. I see. You know, that's kind of a biblical lesson, if you will. I'd listen carefully. That's kind of like a biblical lesson in that right there. What are you talking about? If something looks dead on the outside and there's plenty of life underneath, you just can't see it. See, that potato was me. It looking kind of dead on the outside, but there's some potatoes underneath. There's some life in this old body. Shimon now. Yeah. Think about it now. The Father always gives us a little lesson out of everything we do. If I'm quiet enough to hear it. If I'm quiet enough to hear what he has to tell me. And that, my friends, is the lesson of the day. Yes, it look kind of dry and undesirable, but underneath, deep down inside, there's life, my friend. No, thank you, Nez Lover. It's so tiny, Nez Lover, but it's just me and the cat. And the cat so far has not taken a liking to eating potatoes, so. So maybe we'll get, I don't know what we'll get. But we're going to leave her alone over there. We're going to leave that one right there, the 50-50, half dry and half. We're going to leave her alone and see if you saw the potato today in the month of June. When it completely gets brown, that's about as big as it's going to get. Even if they're tiny, we'll just pull them up. I think that will be fun. But like corn, potatoes, you got to water. As soon as you stick your finger in there, you can feel that the soil is dry. They get thirsty. My friend. All right, I think that's good enough for now. I'll do a little bit later. Yeah, they say you don't water. I'm going to leave the netting off of it. They say you water. If you water, don't water when it's the heat of the day. You water early. You water early in the morning. Water in the evening. I need to do something about this, about all this stuff like this. But, I mean, they are big. That's a sizable plant. I had no idea the taters were under there. We just bought this. Remember when I put it in the cart? Look how big it got. You see how big this thing got? We put it in the cart, and it looks like it grew a couple of inches. We picked this up for $1.99 when we went to the grocery store when I had you live on the Taking You Downtown video. And this is hanging over the edge and going upward. So what I want to do is we're going to get some soil and put Miss Tomato in there. And then I know I have another one. Feel like something's eating my ankle. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you're starting, there she is. She fell down. So we're gonna put a tomato in one of these, and we're gonna put the pepper in the other. We'll probably just put it over here and just see what it do. Isn't that amazing? And that thing looks so dry, but there's life underneath. I'm still kind of shocked. That had me cracking up. Blessings, Jesse M. Nez, lover and living for Jesus. I'd like to thank the 7,000 people that came in to visit with me. Thank you. Thank you, Joshua Gabriel, who was just at Deborah Catch It by Faith, and Catherine with friends with me. Joshua Gabriel. Thank you, Sister Tamika Davis, who helps so many in the YouTube community. Living for Jesus. Get some plant food. I use Miracle Grow and mix it in the water, says Living for Jesus. God bless you, Miss Lena. May the Most High continue to bless you, Sister Lena. I'd like to thank you so much for stepping in and being with us. And I have this, which I started with right here. This stuff is thebomb.com. It smells terrible. It smells like fish. You put a teaspoon of this in a couple gallons of water, you are going to see results. And there's a lot left, and it's still good. Mr. Tim bought me this about 2 years ago. That stuff is magic in a bottle. But be prepared. Wear plastic gloves. And when you open the bottle, make sure you have the gloves on. You just read the instructions in the back. I just take that. And this is about a 2-galloner. Hold on. Thank you, Father, for the breeze. You just take about a teaspoon or so of that right there, and you put it in a big old jug like this. Make sure you mix it and blend it well. You pour that on that. You pour that. I'm telling you. The other thing is, if you have like buggies that get on the what do they call those things? Those bugs that are my nemesis. Oh, I can't think of what you call those bugs. Not potato bugs. There's something else. Squash bugs. Squash bugs. This right here. This right here. Put on some plastic gloves now. Don't get this around the children. Controls black spot, powdery mildew, rust, spider mites, aphids, white flies, and other insects. Yep. It's only got like a 0.9% clarified hydrophobic extract of neem oil. Now, I got a few little things. I ain't got a lot of stuff, but I got the things that matter. So all I need, what we're gonna do is pick up that soil, and because these things can last probably another 2 weeks in the itty bitty, and they're gonna be just fine. And by that time I'll have the other thing. But anyways, I would like to thank you so very much. Let me see, I've been yip-yapping for what, about 15 minutes? It's 2 o'clock. We walked for about 45 minutes. The goal originally was 30 minutes. I do believe we walked for 45 minutes or more. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm very grateful that you did. Sister Lena, we will keep you in our prayers. I pray for every single one of you. Take good care. Just for now.